What's up, guys? Not Big Battles, and I didn't realize that I didn't have a position here again. Okay, so we are. This should focus when I turn this on. There we go. So we've got a second game journal, and I was trying to think of what to do because this is the main game that I've been playing. I frankly want to say Persona until the end. So I turned this all the way down. I was thinking of what I could do for Pokemon Ruby because that's the game I'm playing. And I was thinking, and in the shower, I thought to myself, I figured out exactly what I can do. So I have gotten to the end. And do I have the right team? Yes, I do. So here's my team. We're at Victory Road. And we're going to go through Victory Road because that's what you have to do. This is a weird angle. Don't worry, we'll have face cam and everything in a second after we're done with Ruby here. So we're going to put on the rappel because we don't really want to have to deal with that, right? I think I go up. I think I go up. I think I go up here is where it is. Just taking a guess. This was wrong. I went the wrong way. Okay. There's that guy. Yeah, that's up there. This is back to where I was. I guess I go up here and go around. Okay. So we're gonna go around here. There we go. Dang. You can't see anything in Victory Road. That's a minor inconvenience. There is a move that solves this called Flash, and it lowers the opponent's accuracy, and that is all it does. And frankly, that is terrible, so I don't have a Pokemon with Flash on my team, but that's okay. If I hug the wall or something, I probably can get all the way through, right? Okay, there's a Strength Boulder. My Repel wore off. There's another Strength Boulder. Okay. We'll use another Repel. And we will use this. We'll use Strength. I have Strength on my team. You don't always have Strength on your team. Some people might be stuck here, but I'm not. I've got Strength, so. Shadow's X-Blood. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to continue to hug the... Oh. There's a Rock Smash Boulder. Well, let's go up instead. Oh. There's another Rock Smash Boulder. And that is what we just saw, and now we're back here. So, in old Pokemon, you have HMs, which halt your progress. I think it's a great way to halt progress, but the problem comes when you're at a place like this, Victory Road. I'm lucky enough to have Strength on my team, but not everybody uses Strength because it's a normal type attack, and that's not really the most useful unless you have a normal type. But nobody has Rock Smash and Flash. Nobody. So now I have to go to the Pokemon Center, and I have to go into my box and check to see that, oh no, none of my Pokemon have access to both Flash and Rock Smash in the same attack. You also need Surf and Water Ball. Most people have a Water type, so you probably have those on your team at the very least. You don't always have Strength, and you definitely don't have Rock Smash and Flash every time. Or you never have Rock Smash and Flash. Those are on HM slaves, like my Zagoons here. Now, I was looking to see who got access to Flash and Rock Smash. Sableye is one of those Pokemon, except Sableye is not in this game because this is Ruby. It's Sapphire exclusive. Thankfully, Nuzleaf was. So now I have to go into my party, grab Nuzleaf, and take a Pokemon off my team. And now I'm one man short for Victory Road, and that Pokemon is also not going to be getting XP. This is terrible. I don't mind as a progression feature, but the idea that I have to completely change my team to work around these is really, really, really stupid and frustrating. And I'm stuck in this place in Pokemon X and Y at the moment as well because my X playthrough is at the end, and I have to go and take somebody off of my team for an HM move that I don't have. So we are going to go switch games here and talk about how this was changed in recent Pokemon games. Okay, so we've switched to Brilliant Diamond. So, recap. HMs. Look at the moon. It's nighttime now. It's pretty cool. HMs. Problem was, it's not that they block your progression. That's totally fine using them that way. But when you get to the end of the game, suddenly needing 5 HM moves, half of which suck, to get through Victory Road, and having to take something or multiple things off your team is not good. Like, that just sucks. So, how they fix this is you can go and do Pokemon, and you can access your box, and you can just choose whatever you need. Pretend one of these Pokemon is Surf. I could switch it for something. This would also be able to get Surf. And then I could Surf. In this game in particular, it's actually just a random barrel. Helps you Surf. But that is really the solution. The solution was they phased them out, actually. What they did is they phased them out. But this would have solved the entire problem, is the point. They phased HMs out, but this solves the problem with HMs, so you never needed to phase them out. I guess you could argue, though, in the new games being fully open world with Scarlet and Violet, yes, HM moves would be awkward. Because why is there a strength boulder blocking your way? Is there just like a big wall and then there's one little strength boulder or rock smash you need to break? You know, like, that'd be weird. But, you know, there'd be other ways to do progression stopping in those games, but yeah, there's a part of me that's like, really? This solves the problem. And instead you just got rid of them. Or in this case, it's just a random Pokemon that does whatever for you. Barrel, Staraptor, Bidoof. But, anyway, we're going to keep this up because this is better gameplay to watch than Pokemon Ruby. So, apologies, we're going to talk about Ruby while we play this. So, the biggest things, let's cover the big aspects of the game genre. I got the Rubric up. Actually, I had the Rubric up, but I know exactly where it is now. So, Game Rubric Online. Open this with Google Docs. So, talking about the thoughts of playing Pokemon Ruby, and the other thing I want to cover is trying to bring in the reading into it. So, my thoughts on playing Pokemon Ruby, it was a ton of fun. I love Pokemon. It's my favorite series. Favorite franchise altogether. Straight up, nothing is better than Pokemon. I have not played Gen. I usually go back and I haven't played Gen 2 in a long time. It's been a while since I played Gen 3, but I just did. I was emulating Gen 4. Not my favorite. I beat Black and White like last year. Started Black and White 2, got a good of the way through it. Stopped because I played through Black and White regular, so a lot of Gen 5. I played Gen 6 a few years ago, Gen 7 a few years ago, played through Gen 8 when it came out, played through Gen 9 a bunch of times when it came out, but usually like once a year I'll play like a game or two. It'll be a different one, so it sometimes can be a while, especially between finishing, because I'll get through a lot of a game and I'll stop. I had not played a game on like Game Boy in ages, and I had not played through Gen 3, like actually played through Gen 3 in a while. I randomized it on an emulator, but that was it. I had not played through physical like that in a long time, and that was a blast, just getting on the Game Boy and sitting there and playing for a little bit. I don't really know how much battery my Game Boy has. It has pretty good battery, I think, still, but I always played in short bursts, so I was not getting the, I don't have the word on me, flow. Flow is what's called in the book, right? I think like Zen almost. I wasn't getting to that like flow state or anything like that, because I was just playing it short bursts. But it was a ton of fun. I loved my team. My team was fantastic. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you're a subscriber watching this, I will definitely be doing a video on my Ruby team because I loved it. But it was a ton of fun. It's very nostalgic, you know, in a way. I haven't been able to jam out to Hoenn Trumpets like that in a while. I have a Alpha Sapphire playthrough started up, but it's I did a bunch of Wonder Trading, so I had a unique team to use. I don't know. Weird. I couldn't emulate and randomize and get the same effect, but, you know, playing on the physical 3DS, that's always fun. So I've got a team for that, you know, whenever I want to do that again. I didn't want to play through Emerald either, because I've got a team I want to use for Emerald, and I really wanted to use Sceptile. So a lot of this was me wanting to use Sceptile and me deciding I kind of want to play on the Game Boy. And it was great. I loved it. So I was thinking about what to incorporate from the reading, right? And I thought the best thing would be probably just to talk about the aesthetics of the game. Because, well, I guess if I don't talk about aesthetics, I could use that later, but it seems most apt to talk about something we had in a recent chapter and not, look, here's aesthetics in like a game journal in a month from now, right? There's just something that charm with older games, you know? For me, I know aesthetic could be the rules, like the book suggests. I just never thought about rules that way, though technically. And you could say maybe the HMs fall in line with the rules, what you can and can't do. You don't have surf, you can't do this yet, right? Um, and that, honestly, when you think about it that way, yeah, kinda. You don't have surf, you can't do this. So you don't have strength, you have rock smash, you don't have the gym badge. You have to progress to this point to be able to go further in the game progression. Except when you get to Victory Road, that's out the window. You're at the end of the game. Why did they need to come back? But the other big thing playing that is just the aesthetics, because there's something nostalgic about playing an old Gen 3 Pokemon game, especially with with the music and the style, like the audio, the graphics. That's always for me when I think of aesthetics the two big things, or voices and sounds. I did purposely run into things to hear random sound effects like, or something like that. And there was a few interesting ones too that I was like, when am I ever going to hear this sound effect again? I'd go and try to do that for you, but I can't go to some of the areas where you do that, and I'm not getting on Pokemon Ruby and jacking the audio up, which I'm not even sure if you could hear when I jacked it up before, just to hear a quick boop sound effect. But that and even the music as well. These new games like this one, it's fully orchestrated, which is lovely. It's a great decision to go that direction. Pokemon was going to go 3D eventually. It had to happen. But man, as much as I love Gen 6 and Gen 7, I thought Gen 6 and 7 were actually really good. They just completely desaturated some of the colors on some of the Pokemon. Like Charizard is just completely, the orange drained from it. Same with the other Kanto starters. And that's just, I don't like that. I like playing through those games still, but man, that stings because some Pokemon just don't have the vibrancy. This game, Gen 8, when they went to full 3D, brings this back. Wrong button. If you look at these Pokemon, like, there's clear vibrancy on these. I think it might have turned the nightlight on automatically on this. So what I'm looking at is like slightly orange tinted. You won't see that though. You can see there is some serious vibrancy in the colors. If I go to these Pokemon, I clicked the wrong button. And there we go. Like, you could see there is vibrancy. Like, Clefable isn't vibrant to begin with, but there is some nice pop in these colors of all these Pokemon, and they did not have that in Gen 6 and 7. But Gen 3, when they're still sprites, they did have that. And the sprites pop just like these models do. And I love that about the sprites. And there's something about the music to Gen 3, the Hoenn trumpets, that MIDI Game Boy sound that just hits a certain place. Same with Gen 2 as well, the old like 8-bit. And I love Gen 5. Gen 5 is my favorite. I go on about the aesthetics of Gen 5. Like, if we want to do a full aesthetics talk, we do Gen 5. But I didn't play Gen 5 recently. Played it like a year ago. And I'm trying to beat through White 2. I'm doing a bad job at it. I just don't want to play Gen 5 after playing that much Gen 5. I can never seem to do them back to back. Anyway, back to this. Back to Ruby. There's just something about playing Pokemon Ruby. Playing through on the Game Boy. That feel, listening to the seeing the old graphics of the Game Boy, listening to that Game Boy MIDI music. How it's just, I really like it. I really, really like it. The other thing I was talking about, we had on the flow, it was, talk about like how games can bring people together and how I play games single player. I didn't play Ruby with anybody. I talked to some people about it. I sent a message to my friend because I tell him about my teams. I make YouTube videos about my teams as well. But I'm not playing Pokemon like that. I did play through that X playthrough that I either mentioned this recording or another recording with a friend. We'd go and hang out and play X for a bit. But I generally play Pokemon single player. But that's not what this one's about. We're going to keep it to the aesthetics. So, like I said, you can look at the game progression as the rules in the game. You can't go this far without doing this certain thing, how the gym badges work. Because you need to get those to unlock Rock Smash strength, be able to use those outside of battle. And aesthetics. And I just really like Ruby. It made me feel it was kind of a comfort game in a way. Um, yeah, I really liked it. So with that being said, it's been about 15 minutes, I think. So if you're a game studies person, you can click off now. That's all I've got for the game journal. But for my wonderful YouTube subscribers, if you watch to the end, I'm going to do a video on my Ruby team because I liked it. Though I kind of have to record this a bunch of times, don't want to do it today. And I'm going to be busy, so rip. I was honestly going to do it today. And I was going to record Beyblade as well, so you might see that in the future. Just probably not today, because I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I had to record this a bunch of times because I forgot about trying to put in the rules thing, the thing about the reading, and I messed up audio. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.